On the 5th day of Megsmas, D16 gave to me Classics Deluxe Megatron. This is the Universe repaint that's in G1 colors. Very, very interesting figure, very interesting deco, and I feel like it's one that not a lot of people really talk about nowadays because it's a Classics Deluxe, and the Classics Deluxe Optimus and this Megatron are kind of odd. Kind of odd. I really like this gun he comes with. It has this cool, like, foldable stock. That's a cool gun. I really like that. The tank itself, it does have some functionality. You know, you can move that. You can move that up and down. Very fun, very exciting. It doesn't have real treads, it's just wheels. But yeah, this was a G2 Megatron mold. It was originally in green, and I believe Takara might have done it in blue or something. But this is G1 Megatron, and actually for my Classics collection, for the longest time, this was my main Megatron. Currently, it's the Nemesis Bridge multi-pack Megatron. That's my main shelf Megs. But this one actually was my main shelf Megatron right at the start. Believe it or not, the Optimus Prime was MP10. So, yeah, they weren't displayed right next to each other. Alright, let's get this guy transformed. Very, very interesting figure. Very interesting. They made some choices with the robot mode. And especially with the arm with the cannon. But we'll talk about that. Moving this, we can actually see that the head was within the tank turret. That's actually kind of interesting. The arms, we'll just tab these in right there. Come on. Ah, there we go. And we're almost done, actually. One of the last things we really have to do is bring the legs and the rest of the torso down. Split that. And then we'll get his little toesies out. Looking nice. I believe some versions of this figure, the feet are like misassembled. Very odd, very odd. Here, let's give him that little gun. And here is our Classics Deluxe Megatron in his robot mode. And I gotta say, I still love this guy all these years later. Something about like this gray plastic, all the little black details on the chest kind of replicating the G1 squiggles. I've always loved this head sculpt. It's always been such a nice head sculpt for Megatron. I've always really enjoyed it. It's definitely a little oddly proportioned, definitely a little bulky, but still, it's a really nice Megs. It's a really nice little Megs. I do have a couple issues with it. Not really the rest of the articulation. Like, this arm moves fine, the head swivels, the legs are pretty fine. It's this arm. You may have already noticed some problems. Number one, he doesn't have a real hand. It's just a little nub. That's odd. You may have thought I was missing the hand, but nope, it's just a little nub. Number two, it's supposed to kind of tab in to stay straight, but it doesn't really stay well tabbed in. And, I mean, it doesn't look bad as the fusion cannon. It doesn't look bad, but it does look kind of like half-baked with this panel only on one side. But the reason why it looks weird like this, and why there's a weird Lego red lightsaber blade sticking out, is because this is supposed to be a melee weapon. It's a melee attack. We can fold it like this, and then push that button, and it'll spin! Megatron's going at you with a melee attack. Very odd. Definitely a choice when it comes to the design and engineering of this Megatron. But hey, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. At the end of the day, I still love it. He still has the shoulder articulation, but he does not have an elbow because of that. This is a really fun little Megs. Definitely fun. Not one you need for your collection, but I would say if you want to get this, I think this Universe, like, collector exclusive is probably the way to go. I just popped this off. Uh-oh. 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 Go back, please. There we go. Alright. There is day 5 of Megsmas, said and done. Very nice little addition. Definitely one that I will cherish for quite some time.